Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills and lush greenery of the countryside, there lived a young man named Hiro. Hiro was known far and wide for his kindness and generosity. He would go out of his way to help anyone in need, whether it was lending a hand with farm work, sharing his food with the hungry, or offering a listening ear to those troubled by life's burdens. His heart overflowed with compassion, and he believed that being kind to everyone was the key to a harmonious and fulfilling life. One day, as Hiro was walking through the village, he noticed an old man sitting by the side of the road, looking weary and downtrodden. Without hesitation, Hiro approached him and asked if he could be of assistance. The old man looked up at Hiro with grateful eyes and explained that he had been traveling for days and had lost his way. He had no food left, and his strength was waning. Moved by the old man's plight, Hiro immediately offered to accompany him back to the village and provide him with food and shelter for as long as he needed. The old man gratefully accepted Hiro's offer, and the two set off together towards the village. As they walked, the old man began to engage Hiro in conversation, asking him about his life and his beliefs. Hiro spoke eagerly, sharing his philosophy of kindness and explaining how he believed that being good to others was the most important thing in life. The old man listened intently to Hiro's words, nodding thoughtfully as he spoke. Finally, when they reached the village, the old man turned to Hiro and said, "You are a truly kind and compassionate soul, Hiro, and your generosity is commendable. But I must warn you that being too kind to everyone can sometimes lead to disappointment and heartache." Hiro was taken aback by the old man's words. He had never considered that there could be a downside to being kind. "What do you mean?" he asked, puzzled. The old man smiled knowingly and replied, "Allow me to tell you a story." And so, as they walked through the village, the old man began to recount a tale from his own life. "Once, many years ago, I too believed that kindness was the answer to all of life's problems. Like you, I went out of my way to help anyone who crossed my path, regardless of their intentions or character. And for a time, it brought me great joy and satisfaction. But as the years passed, I began to realize that not everyone appreciated my kindness. Some took advantage of it, using me for their own selfish purposes without ever giving anything in return. Others simply did not understand or value the depth of my compassion, and they mistook my kindness for weakness. I soon found myself feeling drained and disillusioned, wondering why my efforts to help others always seemed to end in disappointment. It was then that I realized the importance of setting boundaries and discerning where to invest my kindness. I learned that true kindness is not about blindly giving to everyone, regardless of their actions or intentions. It is about recognizing the worthiness of those who truly appreciate and reciprocate our kindness, while also having the wisdom to protect ourselves from those who would take advantage of our generosity. In essence, Hiro, being kind does not mean being a doormat or sacrificing your own well-being for the sake of others. It means having the courage to say no when necessary, and the discernment to recognize when your kindness is being misused. As the old man finished his story, Hiro felt a sense of clarity wash over him. He realized that his belief in indiscriminate kindness had been naive, and that he needed to adopt a more discerning approach to how he interacted with others. From that day forward, Hiro continued to be a beacon of kindness and compassion in his village. But he also learned to set boundaries and protect himself from those who would take advantage of his generosity. And in doing so, he found a newfound sense of balance and fulfillment in his life. The lesson of Hiro's journey spread throughout the village, inspiring others to examine their own beliefs about kindness and generosity. And as the villagers learned to navigate the delicate balance between kindness and self-preservation, they found that their community grew stronger and more resilient than ever before. As the seasons changed and time flowed on, Hiro continued to embody the lessons he had learned from the old man. With each passing day, he found himself growing wiser and more resilient, his heart still overflowing with compassion but now tempered with the wisdom of experience. The village flourished under Hiro's guidance, becoming a place where kindness and discernment walked hand in hand. Together, the villagers worked to support one another, lifting each other up in times of need while also respecting each other's boundaries and autonomy. And though there were still challenges and hardships to be faced, the bonds of community grew ever stronger, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who dwelled within its embrace. In the end, Hiro's journey taught him that true kindness is not just about giving, but also about knowing when to give and when to withhold. It is about finding the delicate balance between compassion and self-preservation, and holding fast to that balance even in the face of adversity. And so, dear viewer, remember the tale of Hiro and the old man, and heed the wisdom it imparts. For while kindness is indeed a virtue to be cherished, it must always be tempered with wisdom and discernment. So may you too find the courage to embrace kindness in all its forms, knowing that true strength lies not in blindly giving to others, but in giving with wisdom, discernment, and an open heart.